street, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington's offense take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Washington wants to go quickly. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Grabs behind the line. It's Turbin. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Chase. Got his man on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to throw, it's Chase. Wide out trying to get it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points
this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
That's caught. It's Rodgers. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to run, it's Rodgers. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off play action on first down. The short hands, it's Turbin. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. See if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running to the left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Washington right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Dropping back, it's Chase. He's got him. There we go. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Chambers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Let's go, let's go. Looking to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got a man. It's Robinson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Buys a little time. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll take it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Chase. Caught near the sticks. It's 4. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And this one splits the uprights. That brings them to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. ULM rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will quickly use the timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Robinson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught close to the marker. It's Rodgers. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Chase. Punts it out of the air. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Turbin. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Power football with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll try the run. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left. Looking for the touchdown here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. Looking to the end zone. Looking for the goal line. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Good, right down the boulevard. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got the 1st down and more. Nice move. Creates some space. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns.
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He wants to go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the deep...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that game.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides to the back. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Buckeyes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Looking to throw, it's Chase.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Creates a little space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Sends it back in motion. They'll toss it to the left. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. You think about some of his past runs that were so amazing. And when you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. Turning it on! A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the 4th quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now, and it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Wide receiver going in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. It'll be a draw. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They want that clock to run. find a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Gets it out quickly. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The pitch to the left. Sweet cut there. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, the kicker had a chance to ice this game if he makes it, but he knocks it off the upright. We've still got a one-possession game.
Scanning the field, it's Chase. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. And Risley gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play.
The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Here's the pressure. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Looking for the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.